Well, hi, and I see you found our website and you're interested in building a string, so we're going to build a Flemish string today. It's probably going to take about 15 minutes to go through this. So what we got is, first thing is I got a board. We'll start right off with that. You don't really need a board like this, just a 2x4 with a couple of nails will work, but I got a regular board that I use. This is where you make your bundles of your string. The different components that we're going to need: tape measure, pair of scissors. I use the little clips. You don't really need them, but I use the little clips. You'll see me use them. Beeswax. It's something that's quite important to have. You got to have it. You need it anyway because you have to keep your string waxed. And a string server. We're going to make a Flemish string, and we're going to make it out of Dacron. There's also fast flight strings, but we're going to make a Dacron string. So let's get started. First thing you need to know is how long the string has to be. We've got a little bow here, and it's the AMO. It's normally wrote on the bow. That's the length of the bow. This particular bow is 48 inches. If you don't have it on your bow, you can measure the bow just simply measuring from the knock, not the tip, but the knock to the opposite end of the bow. And that'll tell you how long the bow is. This one's an AMO of 48 inches, so the bow is 48 inches long. We're going to make a couple of bundles up. Now you can make a 2-bundle or a 3-bundle. It's exactly the same way. Either one, doesn't matter. We're going to make a 2-bundle. And just on the board, I've determined that it's a 48-inch string. So I simply start the string here and I run it through. Now this bow is a real light bow. It's only 16 pounds. So on that, we're only going to use a 12-strand string. So if I'm using 2 bundles, it would be 6 strands in each bundle. And I'm going to go around the board 6 times to make my 6 strands. If you were going to make a 3-bundle string, then what you would do is probably use 4 strands in each bundle, and it would be 3 bundles. This particular case, we're only using 2 bundles. So once we get the bundles made, and I've already made them up, I have them here. This kind of makes it go a little faster. What we're going to do is, the string for a 48-inch bow has to be 18 inches longer. The bundles have to be 18 inches longer. We need 9 inches on each end to make the twist that makes the loop on the end. So it's it's a 48-inch bow, so 48 plus 18 inches would be 66 inches. So our bundles are 66 inches long. If you were making a 62-inch bow, then it would be 18 inches, would be an 80-inch. Your bundles would be 80 inches, and therefore don't make adds in. So I start off, I got my bundles, I mark my board, tells me where my 9 inches are. So I got the 2 bundles. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist the string. I'm right-handed, so what I do is I twist clockwise, and I wrap counterclockwise. Twist and wrap is how we make the string. It's all the same, twist and wrap. Now if you're left-handed, you might want to go the opposite way, but whatever we're going to do, the twist clockwise, wrap counterclockwise. Twist and wrap is how you make the string. You're not going to do anything different. The whole string is made exactly the same way. So we make a loop first. I've twisted that up. The loop on the bottom, I always do the bottom end first. It's fairly small, because I just want it to fit over the knock end. That's all. I don't want it real big. I want it real small so it fits, it stays on, it won't fall off. Take my little clip off, separate my 2 bundles, put the colors together. So now I have the pink with the pink, the purple with the purple. So I'm going to hold the string, doing the same thing again. I twist, always twist clockwise and wrap counterclockwise. Twist and wrap. Twist and wrap. And that's how it goes. You run on down the string, and we'll go down the first part here to make the first half of the loop. Twist, wrap, twist, wrap. And as you're moving down the string, it's starting to look like a string now. And we get down here. And what I'm going to do is them tag ends that stick out, and we staggered them when we started. There's your first one. Stick it up, pull it out of the way, and then we're going to continue to twist clockwise and wrap counterclockwise. I want to go down about another inch doing that. If you went 1.5 inches, it's okay. If you only want 1/2 inch, it's okay. The dimensions like that are pretty much irrelevant. Then there's your second one coming out. That's the pink. That's the other bundle. If it was 3 bundles, you'd have a third one that would pop out. And you keep on twisting, go down about 1 inch beyond your last one, put the clip on. Now that's the lower end of your string right there. That's how it all works out. Now from this point, let me get this out of the way. I'll slide it over here. I have to have it to hook it on something. I'm going to take this and I'm going to hook it on my board. You can't see it because it's out of the camera. But I got the 2 bundles. I've done the one end. Now what I'm going to do is put 50 twists in the string. And the reason for that is I'm going to put the twist in. When we do the opposite end of the string, it's going to take them back out. So right now we're going to put them in, 50 twists in each bundle. And twists always go clockwise. Always remember, everything is the same. Twist clockwise, wrap counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 50. And then do the other one the same way. Put 50 in that. Just keep twisting around till you get 50. Once you got your 50 twists in the string, okay, you bring it back. Now the AMO of this bow was 45 inches, or 48 inches was the AMO of the bow. So it's a long bow, so we want the string to be, or the total string to be 3 inches shorter. Because a long bow is 3 inches shorter, a recurve is 4 inches shorter. This is a long bow, so it's going to be 3 inches. So it was 48 inches, is what it was. We're going to go down to 45, because it's got to be 3 inches shorter. Take our paper clip. We're going to put our paper clip on the string, and we're going to do the same thing all over again. Just like we did on the other end. Nothing changes. Just because the end of the string changes doesn't change anything. So we're going to twist clockwise and wrap counterclockwise. Same thing over and over. Twist and wrap. Twist and wrap. Twist and wrap. Now this loop, we're only going to go part way on this because it's just the same thing over and over again. But this loop we're going to make larger because it has to go over the limb. So this loop needs to be a larger loop. This one goes on the top of the limb, so it don't just go in the knock, it has to slide down when you unstring it, so it has to be a little bit bigger. Remember, the bottom limb is real small, just big enough to get on. The top limb has to be, or the top, and that'll depend on how big it is and how many twists you put in it, will depend on the width of the limb of your bow. So once you've done that, do the same thing again. You're going to pull your strings apart. You're going to match up your colors so they match. Pink to pink, in this case purple to purple. You're going to hold them together, twist. There it is. I'm going to hold it with my fingers, twist it and wrap. The same thing, twist and wrap, twist and wrap. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way down until I get that done just like we did on the other end. No different. The little tags are going to come out and then we will have a string. I already got one made up that I proceeded that far with. Put a clip on. So here I have the string, I have my large loop, and I have my real small loop. Bottom of the limb, bottom of the string, top of the string. So now we're going to take our bow and we're going to serve it. So put the string on first, slide it over the top, put it on the bottom, and there's our bow. Our string is on. And I got a couple of clamps here. You usually just hold it in your lap is satisfactory, or maybe you can have somebody help you hold it. It's easier here for me just to put the clamps on and hold it in place. So we've got the string, our server, and again this is Dacron, so that if you're using Dacron line or B50, B500, then the serving needs to be the same. If you're using Fast Flight, you want to use Fast Flight serving. We're going to find the shelf where the arrow sits. Straight up from there, we're going to move up the limb, up the string, 2 inches or 2.5 inches. We're going to put it on, wrap it around the string, tie a knot in it. Then I'm going to wrap the tag end. This is our tag end. I'm going to wrap that around the string a few times, and then I'm going to tuck it in so it won't slip out. That'll hold it in place Then I'll take my server, bring it down, and we're going to get started here, and we're going to serve it on down. And we're there. Okay, now we're going to say that we're all the way to the end. I don't have one to do that. You pull it out to tie the knot. When you're down to the end, you get your serving on. This is on this side of the string. The server comes up on this side, or the side towards me. I'm going to make a loop, and then I'm going to lay it on the opposite side. Now it's on the opposite side. It has to be on the opposite side. Then I'll take it and push it through the hole. And we'll do that about 10 times. And that's going to make our knot. Once we have the 10, we pull it out, lay it in, lay it on the string, and then we're going to wrap it. Now, as we wrap it here, because it was on this side, it'll wrap, but this side here was on the opposite side, so as we go around, it'll unwrap the other end, like that. And then we pull it down, pull it tight, take the scissors, snip it off, and you have a string.